So many nights I'm calling your phone. So many nights waiting on you to come home. I'm tired. I'm tired.
Hello, you guys. It's your girl, Deshawn Dule, and I'm back at it again with another one. So, we're going to go ahead and get right into it like we always do. So, this is a Lizzo doing an interview with Zane Lowe. So, we're going to go ahead and get right up into it and see what's going on. Let's go.
Well, I will always love you the same. You're special.
You gotta do this bit.
I'm so glad that you're still with us. Broken, but damn, you're still perfect.
Yeah, you are.
How'd you learn that so fast?
I love music. I love your music.
That made me happy.
Your music makes us happy. You did it.
We did it.
How do you feel?
We did it, Zane.
Man, we have spoken a few times while you've been doing it.
Yeah.
And I've seen it. I've seen you going through it, trying to figure it out. What's going to make us happy because you care about that, but what's ultimately going to make you happy because that's most important. And now you did it. I love this album, and you love this album.
Yes.
How does it make you feel?
I'm proud. I think taking my time. I wanted to rush it so many times.
Yeah.
There were so many points.
Haste is a terrible word.
Woo! But in this process, I was like, I got the album. Okay, let's put it out. The singles are done, and those songs didn't even make.
So I agree with Lizzo. A lot of times we get so caught up in trying to just put any and everything like out because it's kind of like I have an audience, I have a crowd, I need to get it out, But sometimes it's not our best work. When we take that time and really just let our artistry flow, then we can come back and be like, okay, I got it, I get it. This is what it is. This is what it's going to be. And I can think clearer now and I can think brighter. My creativity is flowing and I'm going to put out some good stuff versus just throwing anything out there because you feel like you're in a crunch or a rush to get things done. But let's get back into it.
The album. So I'm just proud of how patient I was with myself and with my art. And I took the time to write the songs that need to come out, that the stories that I wanted to share, that people should hear.
Yeah. So why were you rushing? You figured it out?
I was rushing because I had hot shit. I was like, man.
Not because they didn't make the album. So
right, but I mean, everything I make is good. It just doesn't mean that it's the right song for the album. So I got like bars and like I got some hot bars off and I got like, bangers, but and I got some moody songs. I got some really dark songs too that didn't make it. But these are the songs that were supposed to happen.
Yeah. And why did you choose this selection of songs? What was the central theme or the glue that brought them together and made them a family, that made them special?
I think love is the heart of this album. I think everything I've been doing prior to Special was in pursuit of love, and it was like, "Cause I Love You" is like this was a almost like autobiographical album about like who I want to be. Like when I wrote Soulmate, I was crying in the studio and I was like, okay, I'm writing a song about the person I want to be, I aspire to be. Truth Hurts, I was crying in the studio, writing songs about who I want to be. And now Special is almost a celebration of who I am right now. It's very present. And I think that's the only place love can really exist is in the present. You know what I'm saying?
How important was your music to helping you achieve that sense of love?
The very fabric of the journey is the music, I think. Music has been therapy for me for a long time, and it hasn't stopped. I mean, I have a therapist, but just because I got a therapist don't mean music didn't stop being my therapy. It's the number one outlet for me. So I feel like when you listen to my songs, you hear in almost chronological order, like my life, like what I'm going through, how I feel, what's up.
Does it make it painful to listen back to them sometimes, some of the harder ones?
Only from a musician standpoint. I'd be like, oh, the mix was weird on that, or I could have wrote something. But I'm proud of everything. It's not hard from an emotional place at all.
What's the first line on the album?
Hi, mother.
It's the best line. When I pressed play on the album, like, I knew what I was getting myself into, but that is an opening line. That's all time.
Hi, mother. Did you miss me? I've been home since 2020.
It's so good.
Thank you. That wasn't gonna be the opener, and then Julie Greenwald was like, "Motherfucker."
She's good
if
like
you
that.
don't make that the first song.
If she's good like, listen to me.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about, Lizzo. It's got to be the #1 song on the album. Don't make me get Craig on the phone.
Yes, that's Julie. She was right though. I mean, I wanted to be artsy and I wanted to throw people off, but then we just got straight to it. It's such a great like precedent for the album. It's like, hey, this is buckle up.
Yeah, and it's absolutely unapologetically everything that we love about you, which is, you don't need me to describe it. You've done it beautifully on your record and continue to live your best life. But I say all that to say that as artists, I think that especially people with the gift that you have, there's probably this instinct to want to consciously change or consciously subvert what people think in advance of us seeing you again, right? So keep it interesting, keep doing this, keep doing that, and sometimes you need people to remind you, like, this is your best self. This song right here does this job beautifully.
Yeah.
Are you capable of that? Of sometimes maybe analysis playing too heavy a role in your process?
You mean like almost like who do I want to be this time?
Yeah.
And making like
Yeah, I totally get what she's saying. Like sometimes you want to switch it up, you want to do something different, and then then the crowd kind of reminds you, hey, this was good, this was better than what you're doing now. So yeah.
a concept album or making songs, being like, okay, well, this is because I did do that. It didn't make special, but I was like, you know what? I'm coming off of 'Cause I Love You, and I'm about to be in my, like, this was pre-pandemic, by the way.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm about to be in my ratchet era. I'm about to make mistakes, and I'm about to,
Yeah, let me do this real quick.
Yeah, it was gonna be that. And we fell into a global pandemic and life happened really fast, and I think that me honoring who I am and just staying true to myself, I think, is better than any concept album or preconceived idea. I don't think I've ever worked well that way. I think I'm very good in the moment, off the cuff, being raw and honest.
It's a supportive album, It's really supportive of people. Mm-hmm. I think that there was probably every chance that there would be more moments on an album like this where you were like,
yes.
F you.
Yeah.
Because, by the way, some people, f you.
Yeah.
Just honestly, that's how I feel. And I know, and I've been watching other people say it recently too, like, I'm out here, I'm speaking on your behalf now as a fan, I'm out here doing my best, and I'm doing everything I can to do right by you, whilst also doing right by me. Mm-hmm. But kind of like, as a fan, I want to turn around to some of those people and just go, you, like, nothing's gonna be good enough for you.
It's not good enough. Well, and in Rumors, featuring Cardi B, that was my f you. I was.
Yes, I can totally understand where she's coming from, that standpoint, where it's like you try to do this, you try to do that, and people are just consistently bashing you. It's like, dang, can I do anything right? Same thing with this as how I'm doing. You have people that always want to say, you might be fake crying or this, that. You don't know me. You don't know how I cry. You don't know how I express myself. Just because you may feel that I'm not doing it the way you feel that I should do it doesn't mean that it's not authentic, doesn't mean that I'm not doing my best, doesn't mean that I'm not putting in the work. Like, it's like you can never make people satisfied. You never make people happy. It's like once you do something that someone else likes, that other people don't like it. It's just like, just be you. Because at the end of the day, whatever. You just get so tired of all that extra noise.
So excited and proud to put that song out because I needed to do that.
Yeah.
I honestly needed it. It was very selfish. I very selfishly wanted a song with Cardi for a long time. And I very selfishly wanted to be like, all the rumors are true. Whatever you want to believe about me, and fuck you too. And I did that. And once I actually put that song out, I got a lot off my chest energetically. And I feel like a lot of the songs on Special kind of came through after that. I wrote Special actually after I released Rumors and started getting a lot of like being brought back into the cultural zeitgeist and you know, after becoming famous and having the year that I had, you know, it was interesting seeing how people relate to me and treat me and talk to me.
And what did you notice looking back on it now? And when you started to realize the difference, what shocked you?
Once people, well, and I'm not going to speak on everyone, and I'm not going to speak about positive right now because there's a lot of positive and I'm appreciative of it. But I've noticed that, like, you know, once people knew who I was, because before it was discovery, it was like, who is this? Who is that? You know, and then once people knew who I was and it became kind of solidified, they became more comfortable with like.
And I feel like when Lizzo's saying that, she's coming out of a place, because I know she gets criticized a lot, like when she kind of shakes her butt or like show herself off and stuff like that. And I'm not saying, because Lizzo could be actually trying to work out or things like that. I'm sure when she's dancing and things like that, you know, that's exercise as well. All those doing the moves and, you know, getting everything down and all of that stuff. And I know a lot of times people say sometimes the weight can be a little hard to get off depending on, you know, what's going on and things like that. So we don't really know the other side of the story, as if she's actually, has she lost any weight or has she been trying to lose weight? Like, we don't know all those facts. And if she hasn't, it's not saying like, oh, embrace obesity and things like that. But it's just saying that we don't know, you know, how she is doing, like, necessarily behind the scenes as to, like, you know, the efforts and things like that. Just stop trying to judge people all the time. And I feel like that it boosts her more up to say, I'm confident in myself. I need to be proud of myself. I need to be happy of myself. And I don't care what people say about me, because I'm so tired of people judging me. Let me be a big girl. Let me be beautiful. Let me be happy of who I am. I don't think she's just sitting there and saying, let's encourage like to be obese and to do this or to that. But I think she's just getting so tired of people ranting at her so much that she's just kind of doing a little this or that. So it's not like getting to her. But I honestly feel like it does get to her in a way, and it does hurt her. But instead of her saying, okay, I'm going to, you know, I'm running so y'all can see I'm doing this or that, she's just fighting back the way she can to try to get back, you know. So I understand that. I don't need any negativity either. Let's go.
Using me as some sort of punchline or like joke, or like immediately they want to criticize whatever I'm doing because there's levels to me that they don't accept, you know? So I found that like I'm always going to receive some sort of like backlash or criticism whenever I put myself in a public space, just because of who I am and the way I choose to exist.
I think when you have a meaningful effect on people's lives, in particular through art, which is a choice, and yet we choose to disrespect it even when we choose to listen to something we don't like. That's the crazy thing that blows my mind, is like, I choose to listen to this even though I know it's not for me. Yeah. And now I choose to like rip it to shreds and attack the person who made it. And you realize that ultimately, I think that a lot of times...
You know, and another thing, she sounds so hurt in this interview. I don't necessarily think she's like nervous, because like the more she's kind of like basically talking about her feelings, she sounds more hurt than anything. And when she said people are using like terms, Lizzo, as to describe the bigger people and things like that, that's rude and that is hurtful. And for her to hear that, that's like someone being picked on. You remember the high school days when you're getting picked on as that child, or you're doing the picking on, being a big bully towards someone, and that's hurting people and affecting them. And then you see the pain and suffering in those people's eyes. And then when your child has to turn around enduring bullying, think about that, because that's what she's going through right now when people are calling people Lizzos, this and that, and you have to look a certain way and all of that. Like I said, I'm not encouraging, you know, like obesity and things like that, but I'm saying give this girl some time. You don't know if she's exercising or not. Clearly you don't know that if you sit up here and keep bashing her, because dancing and all that stuff, that's work and that is exercise. So let's get back to it.
we get it wrong. We get what the purpose of art wrong. We almost use it like it's bait.
Oh, it's absolutely bait now. People use negativity as like clout and like attention, and it makes them feel good to get that kind of attention, which is
It's like an adrenaline rush, right?
It's very addictive. It is like an adrenaline drug, like, and I don't know. I'm trying to distance myself from even looking at those people and listening to and reading those comments. It's been very difficult because I just feel like I can't escape it.
Well, that's addictive. It's addictive behavior being drawn into it as well. So that is the thrash that is so destructive. Is it's addictive to comment and it's addictive to read.
Yeah.
That's the tough part.
Yeah, because I can't help it. Like, I'll see a video and then it'll be like Lizzo, and then I'm like, and then I'll hold it. It's on TikTok, so I'll hold it and be like, do I watch this? Do I come
and it's
back?
on pause, and someone's like this.
Yeah.
It's like, which way is this gonna go?
Yeah. Which ways? And sometimes it goes in my favor. Sometimes it doesn't. But you know, that que sera, sera.
You know, one of my favorite songs on the album is a song which is simply entitled Coldplay.
Yeah.
The way you flip it is so beautiful.
So anyways, you guys, so English, to go ahead and wrap things up. Like I said, from hearing the interview so far of what we have, I will leave the full interview, the description down there in my description box. I'll leave the rest of the interview. But from like the first part of what's going on, I feel like Lizzo, she's finding a way to be proud of herself. Her music is amazing, and she seems like a great person. She seems like she'll be an awesome friend, someone that you can laugh with and have a great time with. And she's just struggling because people don't see her. Some people don't see her as the image she should be. She has a beautiful voice. She's a beautiful woman. But soon as they see her, they try to discredit her for her size, for her weight, and then calling other people her name to discourage her and belittle her. And you heard when she said, when she sees her name, she's even afraid to to look at it to see, is this going to be something positive about me this time? Or is this going to be something to try to tear me down and hurt me? So I'm going to leave the description of the rest of the interview down in my description box. And you guys leave in the comments, tell me what you think. Please like, share, subscribe, and I'll be back with some more. Ciao.